Good morning, class. So today we are going to explore the concept of soil, air, and its composition. So without wasting any time, I have with me today what we are gonna need for this lesson. So I have glass beakers and I also have soil sample and water, so that we are going to just do a small practical during the class so that you can better understand the concept. So guys, soil air is the gaseous phase of the soil occupying the pores that are not filled with water. So basically all the pores are not filled with water have gas. So guys, it plays a critical role in supporting life within the soil and promoting healthy plant growth. So, soil air slightly differs from atmospheric air. So, there's a difference between soil air and atmospheric air. So, basically, in soil air, there's more carbon dioxide, or soil air tends to have more carbon dioxide than atmospheric air that tends to have more oxygen. I think that's basically because plants need more carbon dioxide, and we as human beings just need more oxygen. So the composition of nitrogen, oxygen, and your carbon dioxide and other gases differs between atmospheric air and actually soil air. So you need to just basically understand. So the composition of nitrogen is similar in atmospheric air and in soil air. But when we go to oxygen is actually 21% in the atmospheric air and actually ranges between 10 to 15% in the soil air. And when it comes to carbon dioxide, we basically in the atmospheric air have about 0.3% of in the atmospheric air, and we are going to have more carbon dioxide in the soil air, which will range between 10 to 15%. So these are things that you need to know because there is a difference between these two. Soil air also plays a vital role in root respiration, the microbial activity in the soil, and also the nutrient cycle. Because without these gases, we are not gonna have, or we are not gonna have good respiration. So without these gases in the soil, a lot of things will be affected, like the microbial activity and the root respiration. So what I need you guys to do now, we as a class are going to do, so what we are going to do is we are going to do the water displacement method. So you are going to divide yourself in groups, and then we are going to just observe the experiment as a class. So what we are going to do in this experiment, you're going to fill these jars with water, with soil first, and then we are going to fill the jars with water to observe the bubbles that happen as we fill this water until the soil is saturated. So notice when you fill this water, you start to see bubbles. Can one of you class tell me what do the bubbles tell us in this experiment? And can another one tell me how would this experiment be different if we use clay soil? Because now we are using this soil, but what would happen if we use soil that is more compact? Yes, so compact soil will take more time to be saturated, and you wouldn't be able to see as much bubbles as you see now with this arable soil. So with this experiment now done, you guys are going to do in your worksheets, draw a table comparing the air contents in two soil types. In this case, just arable soil and clay soils. And you are also going to match the items like the words arable, porosity, and compaction. So I need you guys to understand these words better to better understand the concept of soil air. With all this being said, class, so now each one of you will tell me what you have learned today and the question that you still have about soil air, and we are going to wrap that up for today.